the only thing better, as far as I'm concerned, than sleeping in a treehouse tucked amongst and atop the leafy green canopies is waking up in that very treehouse surrounded by an early summer's rainstorm. As much as I would like to have lived up there for all eternity, unfortunately, just like all good things, so too did our stay eventually end. Well, hey there, friends. So today I figured we would change things up a bit. I am absolutely chomping at the bit to get the renovations complete, but unfortunately we're in a bit of a holding pattern as far as they go. We're waiting on the installation of the wallpaper for both of them, so that process is still leaving us in waiting. In the meantime, I figured today we could do a fun little project together that anybody can do. Lately, I have particularly lately, I've really had my eyes on any type of embroidery. I've had this vision in my mind of this sort of floral type pattern that I've been wanting to attempt. I originally was going to do it in Lola Rose's room in the form of some sort of art, and I may still end up doing that, but I thought I may change things up a bit and try to do that on a piece of clothing. Now, in the past, I've tried this before on a pair of denim jeans. I've done it on socks, but I have yet to try it on a shirt. And so I figured I could take one of my old denim go-to shirts and try to elevate it a bit. So I was originally going to go with one of my long sleeves, but then I figured it's summertime. I might as well go with a shirt that I can wear during the hot summer days. The first thing I do before starting any embroidery project is to put whatever my project may be inside of an embroidery hoop. I suppose you could do this without it, but I really think it would be beneficial. These are super cheap. You can find them absolutely anywhere. So I thought today we could kind of continue on with the spirit of change, and I could do a little haul, which includes some of my most recent vintage and antique finds. It is about hauls, but I absolutely love watching them. I think it's that it kind of just gives you a little bit of insight into that individual's personality. I always am just so excited to see what that person chose out of what they had shown. I don't know. I just think it's a fun thing. So I figured I'd do another one myself. First up, and I wanted to start with these because I thought it would be really fun to kind of add to the backdrop behind us. I don't know what attracted me to them. Summer is really hard for me to decorate for. I never know what to use to add to the decor, and I thought this would be something that would be so fun and just ultimately gives you that unique summery vibe. Next up, you may have seen this in my previous videos, but I haven't been able to share it yet. And honestly, I really don't know a good place to put it. And that is this guy. He's super heavy. I don't know. He's some type of porcelain. I'm really not sure. And I thought I could figure out a way to actually hang them. But when I started examining it, the hole just really scares me and I'm afraid it's going to fall. So for now, he's kind of just sitting on the shelf. But anyway, if y'all have any ideas of what I can do with him, I am always looking for frames that I can put around some of my embroidery and cross stitch. And while I think the paintings are pretty, they were a really good price, so I figured that I could just take the painting out since they're not necessarily my taste, and I could use the frames to go around some of my embroidery pieces. I love finding pieces that remind me of my mom, and this one absolutely looks like something that she would have picked up herself. Maybe hard to tell on camera. This is a little candlestick holder. I get so excited finding unique pieces, and this was absolutely one of those that I could not pass up. Summer is really the time that I start my autumn and Halloween hunting. These I was so in love with. They have kind of a really deep burgundy color. I love finding a perfectly weathered pair of books that are kind of spooky and dusty looking. Last but certainly not least is this vintage print. I thought it would be such a unique addition to my fall decor, but it was the colors that I really felt unique. It's not the traditional color palette that you would see, but that's what I really love about it. Y'all woke up this morning feeling quite excited. It is officially time to get the lighting installed. I went back and forth as to what I would use, and I realized I have continually stated that this is going to be more of a masculine feeling room, yet the more I keep adding, the more of a feminine direction it takes. I will say I've got a little bit of an excuse for this. This was actually going to go inside of our treehouse. I keep borrowing from that stash, so we'll definitely have to replenish it. butter. Good thing she's light. Yeah, honey. Oh. She's lovely, but I'm realizing that one of the reasons why it may have been so light is the fact that we've only got a shade in here, and there is no light kit to go inside the shade. Yeah. I mean, she's pretty though.
This morning we're off to the garden as we've got a very special dinner to prepare for. And when I say I plan my garden around this meal, there is no exaggeration involved. This may be one of my favorite summer meals that is just filled with nostalgia for me. When I was little, one of my mom's best friends owned the cutest little sandwich shop. As small as I was still old enough to admire its aesthetic. I remember the perfectly worn brick floors and the intricate pattern at which they were laid, the wooden window surrounds. The place just felt like it had stood the test of time in the very best way. Of course, every time I visited, I'd get to pick myself out a lunch, and every time when given the option, a juicy BLT it was.
Is my I do have a bit of it is, oh no, I sewed them together.